On News Channel 6 at 11, more money for city improvements or another burden on small business. We look at a proposed hospitality tax increase in Aiken. Concerns over service cuts at Eisenhower Army Medical Center. We'll hear from a local veteran on how the reductions have impacted his health care. Your News at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us on this evening. We appreciate you. Coverage you can count on begins in Columbia County, where a motorcyclist is dead and the driver of another vehicle now facing charges. Deputies say the crash happened at Columbia Road and North Old Bel Air Road when a driver turning left failed to yield and collided with a motorcycle. Bystanders performed CPR before first responders arrived, but the rider later died at Doctors Hospital. The driver is charged with failure to yield and second-degree vehicle homicide. A proposed 1% increase in Aiken's hospitality tax is drawing both support and opposition. City leaders say the money would help fund parks, recreation, downtown improvements, and a new parking deck. Michaela Davis has more on why some say the investment is needed and others say now is the wrong time.
That's right, Dee. The proposed tax increase has sparked a debate across Aiken. Some residents and business owners say the additional revenue could help improve the city future, but others worry it will create another financial burden for local businesses.
Get a feel for what the community really was thinking with this potential new tax. And so I didn't want to just come in and state my opinion. I wanted to understand what the community was looking at. And so I put the petition in my restaurant and asked a neighboring restaurant if they would do the same. And lo and behold, within a few weeks, we've got 550 signatures and it continues to grow.
Others told the council the extra revenue could help improve recreational facilities that serve thousands of people each year.
Well, I mean, it never feels good to be the guy in there asking to increase the taxes. But as far as my organization, Aiken Football Club, is concerned, that there's potential for them to do some field improvements. Soccer is, most people just think it's just a flat field and you go, but there's a lot that goes into it, and it can be quite costly. And our mission as a club is to try to make soccer as accessible as we can.
He says better facilities could also bring more tournaments and visitors to Aiken.
I mean, it's one of our big initiatives, right? We know that it has a huge economic impact on the city as a whole, and we're ready to do it. We just need the support and the location to host it.
The city council has not yet taken a final vote on the proposed tax increase.
All right, thanks so much, Michaela. A new federal lawsuit is challenging a fast-track permit used for oil and gas pipeline. Well, time now for a first check of our weather with Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna.
Well, Dee, it's completely dry now after we did have some storms come through parts of the CSRA. Aiken County dealt with a storm earlier, but now looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, it is a nice, pleasant night. We do still have some clouds around, but you can see no rain in sight. As for our almanac, well, it just disappeared, but I can tell you that we were right around average today with a low temperature of 73 and a high temperature of 94 degrees, though some places in the CSRA were slightly below average today thanks to some cloud cover. We're in the upper 70s to low 80s, 78 in Augusta, 78 in Aiken, 80 in Augusta, and dew points are high in the 70s, so a muggy night with very calm winds under 3 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning will be mostly clear with temperatures getting down into the lower 70s. Now, as we look ahead here, we're starting out our Tuesday dry, but late Tuesday night we will have a 20% chance of storms, keeping that slight rain chance into Wednesday. And notice the temperatures. We're getting up to 98 degrees on Tuesday, but Thursday looks fantastic. I'll have more details coming up, but back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. We will see you in a few minutes. The FBI is offering construction work on Barton Chapel Road started today. Crews working to install new underground pipes. The road will be closed between Gordon Highway and Wrightsboro Road through August 14th. Now, if you commute this way, if you go this way, you're going to see that there will be detour signs put up, and they're going to change your route. They'll be posted on where to turn around or go around the work zone. The future of Eisenhower Army Medical Center continuing to raise questions across.
We are having a pretty active start to the work week, meaning it's hot, it's humid, and we do have some storms around. That'll be the case tomorrow night with a heat advisory also in effect. The lower humidity is coming our way throughout the middle of the week, and then a wet weekend is possible. I'll have all the details when we return.
Kimmel's summer guest host.
Hey Green Jackets fans, when you're at the plate, there's nothing worse than striking out without ever swinging. You gotta make the most of your chances. And after a car accident, you can't just sit back, let life throw heaters at you, and do nothing. It's just too important. I'm Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy. Call us. Let's load the bases and swing for the fences. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, the official injury lawyers of the Augusta Green Jackets. 706-724-7224.
Play Lucky Coins Disco Pick for
The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. We did have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for parts of the CSRA today, but luckily most of us were dry and we did not have any storm reports in our viewing area. But I did want to share that over in Dennisville in South Carolina, that's Richland County, the Columbia Fire Department reported a lightning strike to a female who was fortunately conscious and breathing at the time of the report. We don't have any other further information on that, but I'll keep you updated if I hear anything else. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at the station, it is completely dry. We're warm, sitting at 80 degrees, feeling like 86, thanks to dew points in the 70s. And you can see here on satellite and radar that we have a cold front down to the south of us, and we have another cold front that is going to be moving in from the north and west. That's going to bring us the chance of some storms again tomorrow evening. And ahead of that front, it's going to be warming up a lot. So notice to the west of us, we're still in the 90s in Dallas, Texas, but in our neck of the woods, even some 70s there in Wilmington, North Carolina. So for high temperatures tomorrow, they will be noticeably hotter than they were today. 98 degrees in Augusta and Aiken, so that'll put us around 4 degrees above average. So a heat advisory is in effect for that heat index up to around 108. That will be between noon to 8 p.m. tomorrow. So you can see the actual temperature already reaching 92 by noon, feeling like 100. So because dew points will be in the mid 70s, it will definitely easily feel like over 100 degrees. We will have mostly sunny skies to start our day, but then Tuesday evening, notice the marginal risk of severe weather from around Crawfordville down to Allendale. And then there's even a slight risk for a small portion of Saluda and McCormick counties. Now, that's for the threat of some damaging wind gusts, also some small hail possible. So, but for your futurecast tomorrow, we are starting out the day dry. The afternoon should be dry as well. But here comes that cold front. Now, that will produce strong to severe storms primarily along the South Carolina coastline over towards the PD. But we can't rule out some of those storms, especially north of I-20. Now, still some uncertainty for Wednesday afternoon. Our futurecast model there showing a good bit of light rainfall. But I think most of Wednesday will be dry as well. And that threat of severe weather will then shift down to the south of the CSRA along that cold front. So overall, we're in pretty good shape here. Like I mentioned, we can't rule out a rogue strong to severe storm, but this cold front will actually benefit us a good bit. Notice the wind starting to come out of the north behind it. That means drier air is moving in. So dew points are actually going to be falling into the 50s, which is really rare for July. So even if we have dew points in the mid 60s, it's going to be feeling much cooler than it has been lately. But if we have dew points in the 50s, that's a real treat. So once again, tomorrow's a very hot day, but then those high temperatures get down closer to near average again, and that heat index will be staying under 100. So don't get me wrong, it's still going to be hot, but not too bad as we wrap up the month of July. Now for the first weekend of August, we're up to a 30% chance of storms Saturday, then 50% on Sunday, and then next week, still some slight rain chances. Now back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks a lot. The winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina lottery are 3, 9, 3, 5, and the Pick 4 winning number is 6, 9, 3, 1, and the Fireball is 2. We'll be right back.
I felt I was in a lot of pain.
Well, coming up from a plane seat mix-up to the wrestling ring, the unlikely story of 4 grandmas going viral.
The future of your health, your money.
Here's one more look at our 10-day forecast. Tomorrow will be the hottest day out of the week. 98 degrees will be the high, and the heat index will be up to 108. Still pretty toasty on Wednesday, but that lower humidity moves in on Thursday with temperatures back to near average.
What started as a seat mix-up on a flight to Las Vegas turned into an unforgettable adventure for 4 4 British grandmothers after becoming friends with pro wrestler and Gordon rather. The wrestling nanas got the chance to train and step into the ring for a live show in Wales. Now their feel-good story may soon be headed to the big screen. It's like, I'm assuming they got into, just this real deep discussion and like, oh, this is what we've always wanted to do or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That is.
Well, they're staying active, so that's good.
That is one way to work out.
Yeah, where to work out. That's right. That's our time for now. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to wake up with Mary, Gabriel, John in the morning, but at 4:30 a.m. Have a good night.
The 2020